Hey everybody, welcome back to another re-release episode of Sound Pollution. Coming at you today, we have what I consider one of my best interviews, mostly because it's the first interview me and Uncle Brent ever did together. This is his first foray as a co-host. He did really, really well. I think it's the best decision I made as a creator, was bringing him along, and going from a solo to a duo has been just a blessing, and I really can't thank him enough. So this episode is the re-release of episode 61 with the Ghosthookers, and then the following re-release is going to be episode 62 with Ray Caines, which is the first guest that he brought to the show, one of many. So here we go, the first interview Uncle Brent ever did. Here's the Ghosthookers.
Uncle Brent, what the hell are you doing here?
Dude, I'm so happy to see you. I've missed you so much, man. Put your pants back on, though. We need to work up to that.
Wearing Walmart shorts, by the way. But go ahead.
Whatever.
God bless you.
I know you're a liar.
So are you co-hosting?
I'm co-hosting today, so God save you.
I'm the only one on video. Let me shut that off.
No, I'm on video.
He's on video.
No, you want to get the full experience. In case
you don't need to. It's totally fine.
You don't want to look at me. Most women don't. All right. God bless you. What I hate about Rob is he has hair. Fuck that guy. Rob,
I hate that guy too.
In my fucking ears.
Look at that glorious mane.
Okay, Brent.
Brent,
every interview cannot start with us talking about everybody's hair.
Look at all you professionals with the fucking headphones. What the hell?
It only took me a year and a half to get it right. Don't worry.
If I didn't have this on, you would hear the cries of my victims outside the room. My children.
Oh well, then take them off.
Children. Yeah.
Scratching at the door.
You sound like a potential bass player. I like this guy. I'm wearing an Arkansas t-shirt, by the way.
I'm wearing a vintage Ghosthookers t-shirt.
Oh, very nice.
I like that.
Remember these, Mike?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
No, I do. Sort of.
Yeah.
That is a great name. That is a great name.
Yes.
When y'all say that name.
Let's really all reflect on that. Like, globally, 9 out of 10, like, to me, that's a great band name. It doesn't mean anything. Nobody else did it. But I found some fucker on Facebook that put Ghost Space Hookers, and they had the chick playing ukulele. I'm like, can I come to Gainesville and just kill you? But I didn't do that because I have to take background checks for my job.
You should invite her into the band, man.
No.
But when I heard the name, I was like, I don't know if I should be scared or aroused. Let's
be very scared. Like, did you listen to the songs?
Yes.
Well, you sent songs? Yes, I listened to them.
Don't do that to me, because I was like,
Uncle Brent.
I was like,
that's one of our pet peeves, man. Fucking people do not listen to the fucking music.
Testify.
Hey, man, that is my musical life.
I listen to everything.
I have to pay my mom to listen to my song.
Shut up. So,
we're off to a great start.
This is how we do this.
What don't you want to know?
Right. Well, I have a question. What have you been doing since our last interview?
It's a kind of a funny story. I've mostly been drunk dialing Rob. Hey, Wasted Again was a great band, man. Fuck, remember that? We played Foreigner. We didn't play Foreigner, Mike. Fuck. And then, but I told him, I said, I want to start recording again. And I started sending Rob ideas over the phone, and he's my acid test. We're both into Wasp, Accept, and Scorpions. And, I have actually street cred, and so does Rob, because in his band, it was an 80s heavy metal cover band, which I joined after the first Ghosthookers lineup demised. But I actually could play these songs, and we had a great time. And so I would bounce ideas off of him. And then, like, he said, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's do it. And what I mean by do it is, like, I told Rob, come out here. And, like, after I had a bunch of jerk offs trying to play in a lineup with me, they just did not learn the songs. And it was kind of a testament to my codependency. I gave it like 4 months, and it's like, you guys are never going to learn this shit. I fired him, and so I didn't fire him. I just quit going. I was like, forget it, end a band. And they're really angry at me right now, and it's kind of a funny story. But I told Rob, here's the songs. Can you come play them? It's really hard. We need a Jacob Pistorius. What's the guy's name from Dream Theater or something? Young, the Vietnamese dude.
Asian guy,
remember his name.
Yeah, and like I was just like, it's solely complex. You have to hold down an A, and he did it though. And so I think you have the songs, even though you didn't listen to them. It's just great to play the punk rock. So ask away.
But is it punk rock though?
It's all rock. I don't care what you call it. It's all good.
Hey, I was kind of pissed off you didn't send more music, because I heard the first 2 songs and then I was like, well, what the hell?
He wanted more.
Perhaps maybe Uncle Brent, you would like to hear number 3? There's a third on my band mix account. It's called It Takes a Village to Turn Me On. You're going to love it. It's very smart.
Love it. It's fucking awesome. That lead in that song, it's amazing.
Well, I went and found Are You a Cop? I went and found that one, and I was like,
old one, yeah.
I feel better now.
Did you feel incomplete?
I had this hole somewhere. Man, y'all have some catchy lyrics. Who's
it was like something like Disease, Weber Street, and It's Walking on Heels. But
it's smart.
I write
stuff.
great poetry. Jim Carroll, me, it's up there.
So I have a question. Because when we last talked, you were talking about starting another band before Pictures. Did that just go by the wayside?
It did, because I realized that I have rock authority, and I'm actually better than that, than making fun of myself, which I do by recording original music. So, I just thought, let's keep the Ghosthookers brand because it's very strong. We've already gotten attaboys from everybody we used to know, which we're all so old now. One of us is going to die in the next 20 minutes, but but it's been so much fun. And it's just, it infused new blood into the idea. Like the old bass player recorded his bass lines over it and sent it back to me. Like, I sent it to him as like a diss track, hoping he'd be angry, but he loved it. I was like, well, that wasn't what I expected. I guess we do all get older, but, and it's a weird thing, but Rob knows the guy, but I don't want to talk about it. I just want to say Rob did a great job. And like, the second song, we've never had a song that starts with a bass line, and there it is.
Hey,
Made it up on the spot.
You know what? Talking about your AARP account and stuff, as far as your age, I want to thank you for carrying the metal banner forward for us self-deprecating senior citizens. Because I have problems finding music that's not only like this kind of raw, because this threw me back a few years, but it had progressive stuff too. And so I was like, this is the metal I'm looking for. This is the rock I'm looking for.
Brent, you're the audience I was looking for, because people with an ear that are our age, they'll know that, there's some punk in there. There's some plasmatic, and there's some batten in there, and those weird wow, 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 wow. If you really dig deep, if you're a guitar player, you go, what are you doing? And there's a lot of bendy shit going on. But like,
I didn't talk to myself at all when I was listening to it. I just enjoyed it.
It's best to drink 4 of these and just not think about it, and then go do something really wrong. Fuck this shit. I'm going to strip bar right now. Everybody likes me. See?
Yeah, this is just how rehearsal is, and in the studio. This is exactly how it is.
I want to come hang out. I love this.
Rob, how do you get anything
we should
done?
do this every night.
Rob, are you the straight man? You have to be.
Oh, no. I ride on Mike's coattails for sure. No doubt about it. So in every way, shape, and form.
So what instruments do y'all play? You talked about getting the bass from an old bass part from an old bass player, but primarily when you're recording these new songs, were y'all both playing guitar? Was someone playing cowbell?
Yeah, we had Tony's not here, but like Rob played bass on those tracks, and I played guitar, and he had his parts rehearsed when he came out here, and we just went up there. It all took place in 4 hours. It was really easy. It's just logistically, it's weird, but all I did was bounce the ideas off of him. And I asked him, like, is this bullshit or like, are we on to something? He's like, let's do it. And I said, great. And it has that song, Ew. It has the Accept Plasmatics flavor in it. And that's what I really wanted to go for. It's something kind of like a neon green and orange. It's like body glove colors. It's not dark like today's music where everybody has some bad understanding of Latin and they keep, naming their songs like Veritas or something, which is a software company I've worked for. And like, it's terrible. So
I heard some like a Megadeth feel to it. Did you mean for that to happen?
See, we are Paisan, and that's
Oh,
exactly
shit.
what I'm going for.
Wow.
Because I thought the only thing I'm seeing right now is Blood Red playing that.
Yeah, it's a great riff.
And it has the bad Muppet vocals over it. And I know it's me singing. I can't do any better. If I don't do it, we're never going to fucking get out of the gate. And this is it. But, people in the UK and Germany like it. And like, I think we're going to go to this Morecambe Punk Festival. So
Yeah.
I thought that first song was just really cool. It had a AC/DC and
got
Megadeth
that right,
feel to
redneck.
it.
It's more where that came from.
That's my
But-
favorite song.
My favorite line in that song is,
Oh,
what
great.
the
You
hell
don't like
am I
spreading
doing with
bruise.
you?
You're pissing on the bruise.
We just haven't got there yet.
So
All right.
what the hell am I doing with you is probably my favorite line from that song.
It's a song that if you're in your 50s, you're going to totally understand it. As soon as you get a 5 in that age, you'll be like, I wasted my whole fucking life on you.
Yeah.
That's what
so
it's about.
What was her name? That the first thing I thought of was this thing's
Rob.
damaged. What's her name?
Rob.
Rob, I think you need to tell us something.
No, it's
You need to
Mike.
Come out, stand up. You have a
No,
shirt on.
for Rob, it would be me. Like, quit drunk dialing me, and I will not. There is no cease and desist. I've been doing it for 18 years.
I can hear the call now. Rob, it's me again.
You said sometimes. Rob went all the time.
Yeah, I don't remember it really, but we have different lives. It's been crazy though. I can definitely say that Rob, he looks fantastic and like the normal guy, but we're both into Wasp, totally into Wasp. In fact, the first Wasp song we learned was Ball Crusher in Rob's garage in California. And I'm proud of it that I can play these songs. And so I love the 80s metal. I don't care what people say. It's entertainment to the maximum. And that's what you got to do these days because nobody wants to hear about Jared and his problems. We all have problems. Some of them are so terrible you don't want to talk about. And you just got to get away from it. As soon as you get those 20 minutes on stage, just let it out and entertain the people. And that was my most profound speech I think I've ever made. Thank you.
Maybe we should take a break. We've got a commercial break so you can recover.
Who is all in Ghost Hookers now? Who are the main members now? You, Rob, and who else?
There's lawyers, and I own the name.
Mm-hmm.
And I own the publishing. Rob is on the new recordings, but there's two guys on the old recordings, and we got this guy Tony, who's kind of a session musician, not really 100% invested in it. But it's basically me and Rob, and we look like misplaced Midwesterners because we are.
Mike's a real musician. I mean, he could play, chicken picking to blues to Yngwie. He's the real motherfucking deal. But you got to give him credit because he doesn't throw the kitchen sink at the songs. There's no reason to, but he could. I mean, he absolutely could, but he doesn't. And that's one of the things that I really like about playing with him.
I did notice on the second song that you could play faster and play more notes, but on that song specifically, you kind of just sat in there and let the solo, because some guys, because they can play fast like Yngwie, just play fast. But you sat in the pocket of that song and just delivered a nice solo that wasn't over. It fit.
It was good.
So it's time to tell some truth here, and Rob knows this already, that it's a Franken solo. I didn't want to take 3 hours. Guys, let me try it again. I swear to God, this time, take 13, I'll do it. The first half of the solo is one part. The second half with the super bend was always in there. I just had a hard time stitching it together because it's G to B flat, and I'm playing an A flat major scale in it. And I kept fucking it up. Mike, I think he got exhausted just trying to listen to me do it. And he said, well, you have a good part, the first part, and a good part for the second part. Because that bend, it's not the bar, the whammy bar. A lot of people use that bar. I bent the shit out of my Charvel. I actually loosened one of the machine heads, but and it just worked. And then we're playing it back loud. And in his studio, it's super loud. I'm like, oh, that's heavy metal heaven. Let's do it. But listening to it on my computer, I'm like, I should have done it in one take, but it's okay.
It's more than okay. It's good.
It's a good song. I love Charvels.
Fuck
Those are great guitars.
Charvel anything is awesome.
Okay, this is a guitar I don't know much about, and I'm sure I'm going to get so much
it doesn't
fucking
go out
hate
of tune.
email.
That's what, people say, it doesn't have a Floyd Rose. Well, I don't need a fucking Floyd Rose because I just play with my fingers in the tone. The Buckaroos play with their fingers. And you can hear it in these recordings. Like, everything we do, it's straight out of the box. There's no effects on the guitar whatsoever. And I made a point of that. I'm like, if I can't play the guitar the right way, I should quit. And I should probably quit, but just let's keep the interview going. And,
Quit tomorrow, though, not today.
Not today. Please, not today.
After
there's
the
no
beers.
point.
After the fucking beers, we'll quit.
Why? Fuck you, that's why. One perfect truth, and you're sure that it's you, but you know what they say. One of these days, your acting scam will blow up right in your face. You got piano kitty, why do I got why me? You will learn a painful lesson about the world that will listen to you. Oh, what the hell was I thinking? Oh, what the hell am I doing? Oh, what the hell was I thinking? What the hell am I doing with you? Prepare for disgust, and you know what they say. One of these days, your acting scam will blow up right in your face. Piano kitty, one look at why me. You're ready for a lesson that the world doesn't listen to you. Oh, what the hell was I thinking? Oh, what the hell am I doing? Oh, what the hell was I thinking? What the hell am I doing with you?
Are you an emerging Texas artist looking for a platform to share your talent? Well, you're in luck. All you need to do is send your videos right here to videos@texasscenetv.com. You'll have your shot for your video to be shown to the world right here on the newest, hottest channel for music, Texas Scene TV.
You opened up a floodgate for me of old music that I hadn't listened to in a long time. Because I listened to Ew and then Spreading Brews, and I was like, I need more. And so, like, I dug into old punk, old 80s rock, like you were saying. And then I brought out the red wine, and I've been sitting on my couch for a couple of days because of you. And I need to thank you for that.
These songs came from a place that Ghosthookers never went, before, which is Anger. frustration. Like, I'm so angry at stupid people. Like, what was I thinking? Ew. Like, the song wrote itself, and Spreading Brews. There's so many people that don't like me now from Craigslist and all this shit. And like, you wouldn't believe the shit I do to them, but it's funny. And that's where it comes from. And like, I'm sorry, Rob, I'm talking the whole fucking time again. This is what we talked about.
What's new?
I know. Sorry.
My favorite line from Spreading Brews was eye for an eye and a face for a face.
Yeah.
Oh my
right.
gosh.
In case you didn't understand it, though, in that second part where I'm really going for the Muppets, it's like, and if you complain, you're going to get it again. But I'm going that, Fry. God, you got to get it again. I can't even do it right now. And I swear we were totally sober. I killed the moment. My own fucking songs. You were complimenting it, and I fucking made everybody go, yeah, it does suck.
Yeah, Rob, so what's going on with you?
Solo album.
Rob, what up?
These are my feelings. My name is Rob. These are my feelings. In Wyoming, I need a job. Sorry. God bless you.
So are you going to release these as singles, or are you going to throw it into an album and release it as an album?
Singles, because there's no reason to make records anymore, apart from lining the pockets of people that don't mix and master it in a timely manner. And if there's one thing I hate, which I didn't want to bring up, but I'm going to do it because I had a shitload of Modelo, like it's contracts you can't enforce. Do it when you say you're going to do it. Mix it and give it to me that day, or just like don't do it. And so that's how it is being a rock star. So go figure. It gets even worse.
So how did it feel to record again after all this time?
No, it felt awesome. Mike just calls me up. He plays an idea, and it's either yes or no. If it's yes, cool. Then he'll send me a recording of it. If it's no, it's like, okay, let's move on. And then, I just flew out there and we knocked it out, and it was a blast.
On that note, I wanted you to ask the question in which Rob and I semi-rehearsed.
Okay.
It's like, what advice do you have for people that want to get into music?
There it is.
Rob.
Don't do anything.
Don't.
Do anything else and you'll be more successful.
Is that punk or what? Rob, I'm sorry. Say it again. What do you want people to do?
Be a Walmart greeter, test dummy, something.
That's
don't do it. You will be better for it. Trust us.
Really?
Really.
Definitely. And I have some more feedback for that. Like, especially if you're
shocked.
Looking around in your neighborhood for people to play with. So you think, I'll just go on Craigslist and find musicians.
No.
Wrong. You're going to find people that will suck the life out of you, that have no balls to actually make it on stage. So if you want to play in a band, kids, go watch bands and go look at them and think, can I do it better than that guy? And try to suck their bandmates into your band, or be a replacement part, which I was initially for this guy, Sathira from Crucifix. And, I'm telling you, like, don't waste your time. Purple.com, PIRPLE.com. For $100, you could change your whole fucking life. Stay away from music, especially if you don't like staying home and just listen to yourself play and make mistakes. Believe me, it's a hard road. Not everyone's Beethoven. So, I'm just telling you, don't do it. There's too many bands. Stop.
All right, we're going to go on a break, and I'm going to shoot myself in the eye. Thank you, Michael.
What a happy story. But Mike, could you really see yourself doing anything other than music happily, like you do when you're playing?
Yeah, that's a bunch of other drunk dials that we're not talking about right now. Like, Rob knows exactly what I do with most of my free time. It's definitely not writing music. So,
well, it should be, because that shit was awesome.
Yeah, but you can't sit down and say, okay, maybe I'm done. It happens like a lightning bolt out of the blue. I'm not even playing the guitar at this point. It just happens. And some people are really touched, like Alex Lifeson, never really ran out of it. You thought 2112, that's great. Closer to the Heart, Jesus, when are you going to stop? Spirit of Radio, please. Tom Sawyer, oh my God. And then The Weapon.
You know what? He is so underrated as far as guitarists go. That dude.
I dare say greatest guitar player ever.
Well, I
Not
wouldn't
that he's
say that.
wanking the whole time, but he actually, if you want to learn modes, kids, learn Rush songs. They're playing in modes the whole fucking time after moving pictures.
People do not know how good he is, and he proves it when Geddy moved more towards keyboards, because he would still hang in there and do some badass shit.
The Weapon is probably their greatest song ever, followed by Body Electric. But let's talk more about Ghosthookers.
Yes, let's do. Sorry, dude. I mean, I was listening to.
See, the thing is with Brent, if you get him started with music, he's like me. He's like, let's go all the way. Sorry about that. Which is why he's my co-host now.
It's totally cool, and I love talking about it, because what I do, I was telling Rob earlier when I was half sober, that these songs are like a C on a global level. It's not outstanding, but it's good. It's like a good starter record for a punk band. It's not Restless and Wild. It will open beers, but it's not the greatest song ever made. But I gotta tell you, the beginning of Ooh, that's punk genius.
I gotta tell you that I was so about to say that, because Ooh brought me back to the West Coast. I could feel the California. I could feel the punk. And I was just like, oh my God, I want to go home.
You just have to live a long time, unless you're really precocious, to write shit like that. I have something to say to you people, like, why? Fuck you. That's why, because you're going to hear it at work. You're going to hear it from your fucking family and people you don't like. And there you go. So,
dude, I think you're wrong when you're saying Ooh and Spreading Brews is C music. I think it's really good, and y'all guys are putting your balls out there. When I said y'all are carrying the rock banner forward, I wasn't bullshitting. You can't find this stuff. You can find rock music, but you have to look at these people that are in the cracks, like you have a niche that you do. And there's some other bands that do really cool stuff, but they're not getting airplay. Some people, you could be the influence of some kid that you will never meet. And that's what's important about what y'all guys are doing.
We're doomed to be, though, Brent. We are doomed to be so underground that even, I used to tell Rob, even the punks don't like me. Like, what can I do?
Why do people need to like you? Your music is compelling. Let that be what it is. Let that be your legacy. So no one else likes it. Fuck them.
So are you guys going to be recording more stuff to share with me?
Yeah, it's going to happen. I've got even more, because suddenly I'm writing better rock riffs. It's not really punk. It's like I'm writing
metal.
Yeah, he called me up today with an idea.
Do it.
That's what I said. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right. Really the reality of life, at this advanced age, you cross a second line. Oh, there's no heavy metal here. I'm going to divorce court. What the fuck is this? And like, man. And so
I think they should call that.
Anger will resurface. You'll go through your teenage angst. You'll go through this plateau with the wedding, blah, 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 and everything's fine. God bless you if it is fine, if your kids are healthy and all that. But then divorce happens. And I'm telling you, in your 50s, this is when life fucks you again. So I'm telling you, I think we really captured it on these songs. Spreading Brews is not about domestic violence. It's about shutting people up you don't like.
That's what I got from it. Yeah.
Ew is about like, I did this. How can I express my disgust? But,
Laughing is a
Hey, this is Uncle Brent. We are back. The first Monday, which is 2/6, February 6th. We're going to be posting new interviews. This first interview is going to be Dark Soft and his album, Beijification.
Also, be on the lookout for new interviews in February and March featuring Midnight Lounge Crew, Sir James of Masonic Block, Nico of Seva, and Kevin from 2 Tons of Steel.
So if you're an artist that wants to be on the show, email soundpollutionpodcast@gmail.com. Our holes are filling up fast.
Knew you were going to say some shit like that. Thanks for listening, and remember to get out there and make some noise.
So are you guys going to be playing anywhere live? Are you thinking about doing the live thing?
We're going to Europe, going to fucking Europe. We're going to get in the, punk festivals. Like, there's no point in playing around America. There's too many bands and, there's too many people with skeleton masks and, bullshit 3-chord songs that I just don't want to do it. I'd rather go play somewhere internationally. And I hate to say it, into some meet chicks. And that's the only thing I have left in life. And so God bless you.
So let's talk a little bit about y'all's creative process. So it basically sounds like, Mike, you come up with a riff and then you send it over to Rob, and Rob either says yay or nay. And then at that point, if he goes, yeah, what do y'all do next? Do the lyrics come next? Do the lyric come first? Is it a riff? Is it an entire song? How does that come about?
The way I work, and I've sent Rob so many emails, like it happens all at once. I get the riff, the lyrics, and I'll send it to him. But the first thing I'll do for him is like play the riff over the phone, and you either like it or don't like it. The way I look at songwriting is like, I just play without thinking about it. And that's just what happened. Those are the best songs. So you can't sit down and try to, okay, I'm going to contrive some Latin veritalium, inflamesium metal-y gayness. Like it just doesn't work. I only listen, like, does it rock? And how do things rock? Well, it's an accident. And so when I have these accidents,
happy little accident,
which sounds terrible to say, when I have an accident, I call Rob, but it's not an accident like you're thinking, like, oh, Mike's so old now. Like, were you at work? Is it in your spleen? No, it's a rock accident, and I'm sending it to you, and I just want to hear you listen to it. And like, I did it today, like 3 hours before this interview, and I was trying to play this finger picking, which miraculously I did, and like, he liked it. So
yeah.
Rob, you've got a lot of responsibility. I worry for your safety and well-being with the amount of responsibility
after
Mike has put on you.
After 18 years, I'm used to it.
Earth praise for Ghosthookers.
Let's talk about the Ghosthookers shirts, because those are sick.
They are.
They are
Every
great. I love the
girl
Ouija
that
board.
I don't know says, I'd like your shirt. I'm like, yeah, is that right? Did you know that I made it? Now I don't like you anymore.
Why do all these girls have a German accent?
No, I have a German accent for my criticizing inner voice, but
yeah, that's Mike's technology skills with those t-shirt designs.
Oh, it looks like a Ouija
board.
Yes, it's a Ouija board.
Right now,
Yeah,
I'm going to send you both. I've got a ton of them.
I love it.
That is cool.
It.
Give me your address. You're going to get one for the interview. And I'm telling you, everywhere you go, everywhere you tread, they'll be like, what is that? You'll be like, Texas punk rock, fucker.
Hey, I have a serious question, though. Do you have shirts for the full-figured man, though?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, positively.
Okay, because I've got quite the shed going here. That's all I'm going to say.
We all do.
I don't know what you mean, Brent. Like, are you saying you're overweight?
Let's say I am in shape, and it's more of an oval shape.
So where can people get this merch? Where can they get your shirts?
The best thing to do is go to the Bandcamp link, which I think you're going to put in the interview.
Yep, down in the details.
Yeah, I've got like 40 of them, so just let me know what size you want, and I'll send it to you. Yeah, of course you got to buy it. But,
Do you have rotund?
No, I got 3 extra large.
Well, that's closer.
No.
Yeah, I have 3XL and then rotund.
So you need an exclusive party package, Brent. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'm not a stuck-up person. I don't judge. I mean, life's hard. You play guitar for no reason at this point, except you love it, and
and that's what you should do music for, because if you do it for
and I
fame
wanted to
and
mention
fortune, it's
again
not
though,
going to
in
happen.
that song, "Ew," you'll hear what I love doing. That wow, 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 wow. That is not the normal punk.
No,
It's very Jennifer Batten. It's not a very rock and roll thing, but I just play in a shitty band called Ghosthookers. So what can I do? Actually, we have fans though, so it's not all bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, you have one right here.
I'm a fan
since
too.
the first interview, for sure.
I am a fan too.
You, Brent, right now are no silver medals. You're in the gold circle of Ghosthookerdom.
Fuck yeah. All right, I want to thank Mike and Rob, aka the Ghosthookers, for sharing their music today and hanging out with us. Please like, follow, and subscribe to Sound Pollution on your listening platforms and across social media. It really does help the show out. Also, FYI, I am dropping summer's bonus music only episode. I am aware that it's like a month late, but if you've been following the show or following me on social media, you know that I've had a lot on my plate. I'm sorry, but better late than never. That should be out on Wednesday. Make sure you come back next week for more of Sound Pollution. Make sure you're clicking those links and make some noise.